Worst thing about going to weddings?
Oh.
What do you think?
Is it when it's really expensive and it takes ages and they end up leaving the royal family anyway? That's it.
Good answer.
Is it knowingly taking part in the patriarchy in exchange for Prosecco?
What do you think, Nadine? Do you like a wedding?
I think the ceremonies, especially Catholic weddings, they take forever. And then you're supposed to stay sober from the morning until the end of the night.
What?
You're not.
Have you not been to a wedding? What are you talking about?
I think.
You think you're meant to stay sober at a wedding?
Or like, have some form
On
of
your own,
decorum.
maybe.
Going to a Catholic funeral, they take ages. I wanted
Those
to
are better.
get into the coffin.
Those are better. I prefer the funerals than Catholics
You
and the
prefer
wedding.
a funeral to a wedding?
In
No,
Ireland, yeah.
Only in Ireland, yeah.
I find it frustrating when someone's like, you know, like 27, 28, getting married and like, oh my God, it's going to be the greatest day of my life. Have some fucking ambition. Might live for another 50 years. How can be the greatest day of your life involve both sets of parents? Well, has that ever been all right? Never mind the greatest day of your life. But I love mine.
Greatest day of your life, wasn't it?
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah.
I think it's all the stuff leading up to the wedding as well for women that gets out of hand. I got married a few months ago, but I had like a very small hen do where I did this genius thing. We turned up at Gatwick, 6 a.m., got really, really hammered, and then we just stayed there for the whole day drinking, and then we were home in our own beds that night. You don't actually have to go anywhere.
Women love taking in, like, loads of cocks on a hen do, don't they?
Oh, yes.
Well, why are you doing that, Mike?
Well, because they take... Because...
The girl!
It's all about the girl. I saw some women out on a hen do, and, like, all the women had a sash saying, I love cock, in case there was any ambiguity. And then they had an inflatable cock. At the end of the night, they were all sort of getting in a cab, and then one of the other girls went, you're going to have to walk, Judy, or get another cab, because there's no room for you in the inflatable cock. The best thing about weddings is the dancing, isn't it? All the YMCA. A conga, you really got to have some core strength.
You've got stretch.
Yeah.
Oh, the confidence to lead a conga. There's two types of conga leaders. There's one that everyone knows and loves at a wedding, like, oh, absolute legend, everyone knows him, who's going to stand it, or you just get the pissed lunatic. Before you know it, you're going down the off-licence for a bottle of... This geezer taking me, he's already had 3 bottles of Southern Comfort. We're going for a drive-through. Anyone want some Mackie D's?
When I go to weddings, I hate that bit where they say, anyone object? And there's just a little giggle, like, everyone. Oh. And you know, the louder the giggle, the better chance he's got side pussy in the room.
Side pussy.
Maybe they shouldn't say, does anyone object? Maybe they should just go direct to the, is there any side pussy in the room?
I'll tell you what's difficult at a wedding, trying to watch the football on your phone under the table. Without getting caught, because it's always in the eyes. There's always a good game on there about 5 o'clock and you're just trying to pretend to listen to a speech.
Just looking up going, I do.
Yeah.
Yes!
Is it the speeches people don't like?
Oh, the speeches.
People just drag stuff out. Just get on with it. Go into a chapel or wherever you want to do it, have a nice little service, maybe a little sing-song, 20 minutes, done, sit down, have some lunch, a few glasses of champagne, out.
Did you do a speech?
My speech was very good, thank you, mate. It was nice and short. It was about 3.5 minutes long.
A bit like sex.
Phil, are you a married man?
No, I'm not married. As a single person, I think going to a wedding is a very fraught experience, especially the dancing bit where you're always either dancing with someone too old or too young to have sex with. Hardly anyone fits our Goldilocks point of age, you know, either this porridge is too wrinkly or this porridge is illegal.
This porridge is too hot.
This porridge is related.
OK, so worst thing about going to weddings. Catherine, I think you said it earlier.
It's so expensive.
Points to Catherine, you got it right. Yes, the worst thing about going to weddings is it's expensive. There are ways of saving money at weddings, though. Just go up to the pile of presents, pick the biggest one, and where it says from, just write, and Jimmy. Fingers on buzzers, one more to get.
Well, there was Valentine's Day. I quite like Valentine's, actually. I know it's very commercial, but there's something I quite like about love being in the air for a day and this kind of sense that everyone might get laid, apart from the married people.
Yeah, it's the only time you can write an anonymous card to someone and it's OK.
But it's an email now, so it's never anonymous, is it?
Are you still sending emails? I'm still cutting notes out of the paper. John, did you celebrate Valentine's?
Well, this is my first year I've ever had a girlfriend on Valentine's Day.
Whoa. Before you applaud that, that's tragically sad, is what it is.
Well, I had loads of birds, obviously, but February the 13th, thrift measure, get rid.
It's easier for people to meet people now, though. It's like Tinder. It's like an app where you just put your profile on it. People tick if they want to go out with you, or cross if they don't. So there's like 2 million people on it, this app. Lee Ryan's completed it. He's just waiting for a few more levels.
OK, Paul, if I was gonna try and, you know, impress my missus on Valentine's, what would I cook her? What would be the meal?
I love creating something like a good cake. Like, if you make a good...
I knew he was going to say cake.
hang on.
Of course, a good cake.
If you've got a good chocolate cake, which is a Zacatort with raspberries laced all the way through it with cream, cover it in a chocolate ganache, and then strawberries on the top. Slice of that with some cream.
My only problem with that is I don't know what a ganache is. That's my only...
I think you're thinking of a Viennetta, mate. That's a Viennetta. Quiz in answer, mate. You're wasting your time.
When was the last time you had a Viennetta? They're very nice. Don't you be sneering.
I made one for a series recently.
You made a Viennetta for the series?
They make them, mate.
But I
In the factory, they're about a mile long. It's just a thing going...
I used Indian ice cream, kulfi, instead of ice cream, and it was delicious. I used a mango and passion fruit.
Mango in a Viennetta, that's bullshit.
Joe, did you celebrate Valentine's this year?
I had a bit of a mare. I found out there's a very fine line between making a romantic gesture and just exposing yourself at a stranger. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's put it this way. I've now got to do 100 hours community service.
I think love can be a scary thing, and nothing's more nerve-wracking than the first kiss. Take a look at this clip from the reality show The Virgin Diaries.
I'm 31 and I have never kissed a girl on the lips. We're saving our first kiss for our wedding, and a lot of people are just like shocked when they hear that. Like, really? Is that hard to do? As if no one ever does it.
I now declare you to be husband and wife. Ryan, you may kiss your bride.
I love you. I love you too.
The kiss was, hard to explain.
Strawberry lemon, it tastes so good. Wow, it's a dream. Like, I get to, like, kiss him whenever I want to. We didn't have to hold back anymore. We could just be free with our love. I can't stop kissing. It's like, oh.
She just went right at it. I can tell she's been holding back, and now she's not.
Dawn, you look like you really enjoyed that.
I did. That was very physical for me. I couldn't cope with what was going on there at all. It's like with the cake, and that put me off cake. It was everything that's wrong with a kiss. Everything you don't want your partner to do when they kiss you is everything that they both did.
Have a bite of cake halfway through.
They looked like they were siphoning petrol.
Well, let's have a look and see if Valentine's Day is up there. Yes, Valentine's Day was on Friday. It's estimated 6 million people popped the question on Valentine's Day. And that question was, can we have a threesome? Best way to surprise your other half. Rob.
I read a book in front of her once.
And that caterpillar was very hungry, wasn't he?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Winking at your mother-in-law. Throws everyone off.
It's not a very good wink. It's only a South London thing.
Yeah, I think generations ago, people had done deals with that wink. It's been passed down from...
Oh, no, that's not just a South London thing. That's a very Irish thing as well. That's because condoms in Ireland were illegal until like a ridiculous time. So when you went into the chemist, you had to ask for some paracetamol.
Oh, I thought you meant you just got the end of your knob to wink and no cum came out.
Liam, are you in a relationship?
No.
Uh-oh.
No, but...
Sound like there might be a bit of something going on there.
There is.
Aww.
I'm seeing someone.
You're seeing someone, but you're not in a relationship.
Yeah.
It would be a great way to surprise them by announcing it on television.
What camera? Camera 1. Would you be my girlfriend?
If that goes out, then you're in a relationship now.
Pretty much.
What's her name? Full name? Mary.
I could do that one.
Where does she live?
She doesn't actually live in this country. She lives in the US.
Oh, she's made up.
Oh!
Yeah. Whereabouts do you imagine she lives?
LA.
LA? Yeah, nice. That's the best place for an imaginary girlfriend.
It's not actually.
How did you meet?
Yeah, so she came over to England. Like, we just met, like, you know, like, tradition. Like, we saw each other and just, like, hit it off then. Yeah.
That sounds like a very nondescript story.
Yeah.
There's almost no details in that. We sort of met in the traditional way.
Does she bake?
Oh, no, she doesn't. She doesn't. She's not really good at cooking. It's just fine. I can do it.
Yeah.
It's hard to cook when you don't exist.
Okay, she's fake. She's fake. She's fake and I'm a virgin.
Ashley, have you surprised a lover?
I mean, one time in my 20s, I was going out with someone. We've been going out with someone for a few years, and it was Valentine's Day. And I thought it'd be funny to kind of like do some hair removal. His name began with an S. And as I got out of the shower, I was looking in the mirror going, Ashlyn, you absolute legend. And then I was like, oh, why can I see S in the mirror? I'd done it the wrong way around. It was a surprise, though. It was S for surprise. Yeah.
S for super vag.
Thank you, yeah.
The big mistake was, of course, that men find pubic hair disgusting, so shouldn't have had any in the first place. I'm joking. It's actually back in fashion.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll show you.
So, best way to surprise your other half?
Say yes to sex.
Yes. OK. Ed, have you surprised the other half with anything?
Yeah, I proposed, which is a good way to surprise. Thank you very much. But the real surprise is the next morning, I pretended that it hadn't happened. Just denied all knowledge of it for about an hour. She thought she was going mad. It was brilliant.
A little bit of gaslighting, always fun. Where was the proposal? Was it restaurant? Was it?
Japan.
Japan is good.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
classy.
Well, it depends where in Japan, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was the Hiroshima Memorial. It was in a park.
Oh, you could have gone to a park here. There's loads.
It's a long way to go for a park.
It is, isn't it?
It's something I do, but I save it for Christmas as a little surprise. I paint my helmet red and scream, "Here comes Rudolph." Bit weird.
You should try doing that with your partner.
It's lost on the kids at the grotto.
Stacey, what do you do to surprise Joe?
Nothing really. No, I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible girl.
When's the last time he was surprised? Like,
When I said I'm pregnant, because he was like, when did we have sex?
So you surprised him with that. How shocked was he?
Like, really, really shocked, because I think...
You can't get pregnant the way you normally do it?
I think he thought he was safe because he's getting a bit older, and I think he thought, oh yeah, I'll be all right. They'll be a bit slower now, so he won't. How old is he? 37.
So he thought he was 37, so he'd just be coming dust by now.
And you know, we don't see each other a lot, so I think he thought he got away with it. You're clear. Lo and behold, I was plotting. I only need one day, Jimmy, just one day. That small window.
Yeah.
He does it through a window, does he?
Surprising. OK, best way to surprise your other half. Let's get some answers. What do you think?
Trip away? A little holiday?
Literally it. That's book a weekend away is the exact right answer. Yes, the best way to surprise your partner is to book a weekend away. I booked a weekend away and my girlfriend was very surprised because she thought she was coming too. Worst thing about being a wedding guest?
Supreme of chicken. What the fuck is it? Every wedding. I've gone to loads of weddings. I've got a big family, and it annoys me because it's like my special day. It's my special day. No, it ain't. I've been to 6 this year. It's the same thing. Church, pissed up, dinner, disco, bed.
I go to about 35 a year, and the worst thing about weddings for me is that if I go as a guest, it feels like I'm doing like the worst kind of sort of peer appraisal of the priest in front, because you sit there going, well, I won't do it like that.
You sometimes go to one and think that sermon was bullshit.
Yeah, and you make notes. If someone does it, it's the same with funerals. You make sort of notes as a vicar. If someone does a really good bit, you think, oh, I'm going to do that next time.
Well, like bring them back to life.
What's your go-to at a wedding? What's like the reading or the thing that you do that you go, this is in the bag?
Holding their hands when you're about to pronounce them husband and wife, and you look into their eyes and you go, are you ready? This is it.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
That's what the guy said to me at Thorpe Park before he put the bar down.
It's the same thing.
Is there ever a moment where like someone calls upon? Is there a doctor here? Have you ever had that, like on a plane or at a wedding or something?
Oh, at a plane. Yeah. And usually, if you sit quiet long enough, someone else. There's always someone. There's always someone who's keen.
I would imagine as a doctor, if I was a doctor, I would get on a plane and I would have 2 drinks straight away so that I couldn't be asked.
Yeah, but it depends on the doctor, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? I'd rather have you pissed up doing something than a sober Harold Shipman. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, no worries.
Praise indeed.
You can loads of confidence.
OK, worst thing about being a wedding guest?
What I get at weddings, loads, is constantly being asked what Jimmy Carr's really like and not being able to tell him.
I would love to get married. And we only got gay marriage in Ireland last year. We finally legalised it. We're the first country in the world to pass it by referendum.
Well, congratulations. That's a huge thing. It's a huge thing.
But I'd love to get married. I mean, the worst thing about being a wedding guest is trying not to shout at the bride. It should be me up there, not you.
Yeah. Or shout, it's too tight. The dress is too tight. Because you've got to be honest in this world.
Remember Jude's wedding? Do you remember Fat Jude's wedding? Oh my God, it was disgraceful. Jude rolled down the aisle. OK, so some answers on this. Worst thing about being a guest at a wedding. What do you reckon?
No Wi-Fi in the church.
I think it's having to sit next to people that you don't know and talk to strangers.
That is exactly the right answer. Forever and everyone. Yes, the worst thing about being at a wedding is being sat with strangers. The last time I went to a wedding, they sat me next to someone I didn't like and I had nothing in common with. I mean, fair enough, she is my girlfriend, but still. Most annoying thing about weddings?
Me, because I always drink too much and I try to get everybody dancing, and then I kind of make the excuses because I've got kids and I'm out, you know, and it's a lie. It's just I'm just the same as I always have been, which is rowdy and alcoholic.
Is it the marriage bit?
Yeah, it's legally binding and everything. Yeah.
Really annoying.
Speeches. I mean, people do bang on, don't they?
Yeah, sorry about that. It's kind of my job, though, in fairness. I can't.
Is it like the realisation that you've wasted a whole Saturday afternoon watching this shit?
Jessica,
Yeah.
you're in a film about weddings, aren't you?
I am. I'm in a film with you, Jimmy Carr. Yeah.
Imagine that mishap in casting. It's all right.
It's about weddings, yeah.
It was all improvised. If you asked them where we were filming the next day, they'd go, we don't know, we'll see what happens.
She's trying to get rid of you, Jimmy.
Sorry, yeah, we don't know where we're going to be.
Yeah. OK, most annoying thing about weddings?
Is it wedding lists?
That's the right answer. Best way to impress your in-laws?
I just used a knife and fork. They're Irish. Do you know that the Irish don't put their knife and fork together after a meal?
They don't put their knife and fork together
No,
again?
and it really spun me out for the first year of my relationship with my Irish husband because, firstly, I just never knew if he'd finished, which I found really uncomfortable. And secondly, I just thought when you...
Was this just at meal times?
Just at meal times.
I never had a problem with in-laws. In-laws I'm good with. Mums and dads, they like me. I'm the sort of person you want to take home to your mum and dad and then leave, and then you go out and have a good time. Have a lovely chat about the route there. Love that. It's a cliched, hated question. Love a bit of that. How did you get here? I'll tell you, Ron. I'll tell you.
I reversed into a parked car and then just went straight down the
I like to behave when I meet my in-laws like a little Japanese girl. I come in and I bow at everything. I bow like that. And every time they say something, I go... and they love that. And everything they say, I go... And I think that really makes them like me. And it creates a sort of warm... They relax. Another good one is, if they've laid out a lovely tea, just pick up the trifle and do it in one go. Like that. Now I'm going to drive. Or... If they ask you how you're going to provide for their daughter, just go, she'll be all right, and pull a stocking. Everyone down now! There you go. See? She'll be fine. Don't worry, I'll look after your princess.
All good ideas. Rob, your in-laws, what are they like?
They're nice, yeah. I think they've just grown to love me. They've just accepted me because they're a bit posh.
They're different.
They're different, yeah. They're posh.
They're a bit posh.
Yeah.
Who isn't?
Yeah, but they do. Homemade baba ganoush. That's a different level, isn't it?
Homemade baba ganoush?
Yeah.
I've never had homemade baba ganoush.
No. I ate some before I knew what it was. That's not the right way round, is it?
What is it?
Some little brown dipshit. I don't know. He dipped something.
How much posher is your girlfriend than you, then? So when you first turned up, did they go... What have we done? Why is she trying to get back at us?
Let's put it this way. She's been to watch the polo with Harry and William playing, and me and my brother Joe used to have boxing fights at Christmas in front of the family.
OK, best way to impress your in-laws. What do you think?
Good job.
A good job's number 3.
Make them laugh.
That's the right answer. Yes, the best way to impress your in-laws is to make them laugh. Number 9 on the list is admire their house. Oh, this is lovely. I look forward to inheriting this when you're dead. Most annoying thing couples do. Well, let's go to our specialist on this, John. What is the most annoying thing that loving couples do?
It's when they finish each other's...
Sentences.
What pisses me off about my male friends is they... Because couples is great, isn't it, when you're in a relationship, but then men feel this obligation to pretend she won't let him come out, when really they just don't want to say to their mates, I'd rather watch a film and shag than listen to you moan on about your life. But they go, yeah, I'd love to calm down a boozer, but she won't fucking let up. Yeah. Just say it. Your relationship is better than your friendship with me. I'll take it. I don't give a shit.
The thing is, John, they're not even watching a DVD or having sex. They'd just rather not go out with you.
That's a lie. That's a lie. They are watching a DVD because I'm watching through their window. You can change your plans, but I'll still be there, whether you know it.
Is it when they get captured by Somalian pirates? That's annoying. Oh, God. How long is this going to drag on for?
And they're away for months and they want to whip round and... Oh.
You're a couple. You don't go round the Horn of Africa. What are you thinking?
What do you think, Joe?
They're quicker on pedalos.
What do you think, Tina? Most annoying thing couples do?
Lie to each other.
It's not annoying, is it? It's essential.
So you're newly married, right? You've been married less than a year.
Yep.
Do you ever get the sense you're annoying other people? When you go out to dinner in a restaurant, do you talk to each other?
Yeah.
That
when we
annoys
go out as a couple, though, he can't get a word in edgeways. He's quite quiet.
I'm like that with my husband. Oh. He can't get a word in. He's in the hotel at the moment, hungover.
He's in the hotel hungover?
Yeah, it was my birthday yesterday.
Right. And he drank through that, did he? Sure he did, sure.
So what really annoys me about couples is when they don't refuse to put an offer in on any of the villas in Place in the Sun. And Tom and Tina have decided not to make an offer on any of the properties we've seen today. I just watched you look at 5 properties. What was wrong with that kitchen? You can paint it, you stupid bastard.
What do you think, Chris? What's the most annoying thing couples do?
Ask you to join in.
No, they do not do that.
Not let you join in.
Correct.
Is it argue in public?
That's the right thing.
Yes.
Yes, the most annoying thing that couples do is argue in front of other people. My dad had an amazing technique to avoid arguments in our house. He left when I was 2. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. We've teamed up with a leading polling organisation and they've asked the British nation what stories they've been discussing this week. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 5 most popular talking points. Jason, your team to go first.
Is it wag weddings? Wag weddings that happened at weekend?
4 footballers got married in, was it 48 hours?
That's right, yeah.
And they didn't get married to each other. It wasn't civil partnerships. They married ladies.
You sound a little bit disappointed.
Which footballers were they then that got married?
OK, there were
Take
4.
me through them.
John Terry.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
1.
Who does
Michael
he play
Carrick.
for?
John Terry
Chelsea.
plays for Chelsea. He's the Chelsea captain. He also plays for England.
Peter Shilton.
Did they all get married in church?
I don't know if they got married in a church. I didn't go. I don't know.
Oh, OK. Well, you just seem to be an expert on this.
All
when
right,
you
I'm trying to
started.
go through.
Oh, OK. All footballers that got married. I didn't know it. I just thought on the way we'd
John
fill in a
Terry,
picture for...
Michael
Yes.
Carrick, is that
Yeah.
right?
That's right, yeah.
One
Yeah,
of
why
the
not?
Neville brothers.
Gary Neville.
Right.
And another man.
I saw the pictures in the magazine. They all look beautiful. Some of the wags were orange with envy.
Green, orange. It was very lavish. John Terry actually had Lionel Richie play at his wedding.
I actually, for my girlfriend's party last year, I hired a Lionel Richie lookalike.
You haven't got a girlfriend.
Hey?
You haven't got a girlfriend. How have you got a girlfriend? You're about 12.
We couldn't get Del Boy because he wouldn't come down from Derby on the train.
It's a very glamorous life you lead, isn't it, Chris?
What's Del Boy going to do? I mean, if you get Lionel Richie down, of course he's going to look alike. He sings a bit of a song.
Fall through the bar.
He was going to fall through the bar?
Yeah.
What sort of list is this that you go, right, Del Boy can't make it? Lionel Richie, anyone? Second place. At Gary Neville's wedding, it was proofreading. I wasn't proofreading it, that's the wrong phrase. I was going through OK magazine, proofreading it. Oh, that's right, that's what I was doing. And I was going... I was going through one of the magazines. It said, oh, Gary Neville's dad was there. Neville. I was like, it must have been a mistake, but I had a look, and he's really called Neville.
Do you think people say to him, do you mind if I call you Neville?
John Terry had pie and mash at his...
That's right, yeah, one of them had chicken and chips, and the other one had sausage and mash. They might as well have had it at Heston Services.
John Terry had the best one, because afterwards, in the courtyard, he had the Philharmonic Orchestra doing the theme from Gladiator. I thought, I want to be there, just, can you feel the power of the gladiators? Water! Ah, brilliant. Awooga!
Well, let's have a look and see whether the wag weddings is one of the most talked about things this week.
Number 4.
Most romantic gesture. What's the most romantic thing anyone's ever done for you, Alex?
Taking me to Chicken Cottage. I did read about a man
Go on.
who took his fiancée to a hotel, and the plan was he was going to propose to this lovely girl. And so in the morning, he opened the curtains, and a year before, he'd planted these daffodils, and the daffodils spelt, "Will you marry me?"
But imagine if there'd been a mole he didn't know about, and he'd eaten loads of the bulbs. And then when she pulled the curtains out, it just said, Willie... me. Willie me. He went, ah, those bloody moles!
What's the most romantic thing you've ever done, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not really romantic like that. I kind of try and, you know, the whining and dining and all that. I skip that, go straight to the point.
Catherine, what's the most romantic thing anyone's ever done for you?
Well, I used to think cooking was really romantic till I saw how it turned out for the guy on Breaking Bad. My current boyfriend's very romantic.
Right.
But it's wasted on me. I'm a bit of a man.
What?
Yeah.
Right, mate. Hey.
John, are you a romantic guy?
I will sometimes, for my girlfriend, I will not deliberately piss her off all day. That's quite romantic. But I'll do a thing if she says something like, can you turn it up a bit? I go, I'll turn you up a bit. And I will literally do that for every sentence she says. And sometimes I don't do that, because I'm a good guy.
I need to learn from you.
I think so.
Oh, yeah, he's like Mr. Miyagi, yeah, sure.
Who's Mr. Miyagi?
Mr. Miyagi, you know, from the Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
No, I've never seen that.
You've never seen the Karate Kid?
It's been on, but I haven't really watched it.
So you're in a room, the Karate Kid's on, but you look the other way. OK, David, most romantic thing you've ever done?
Fart the music from Sonic the Hedgehog.
No way, the whole thing?
Well, certainly it sounded like the start of it, where we both just went, that was the Sonic the Hedgehog music!
What was that second bit?
Was
that you making out with someone?
Yeah.
Can we have that again? Because we want to learn.
Well, there's two classic sorts of making out. There's this.
Oh, that was like Hannibal Lecter.
I opted for the other one, which is this.
Your tongue really flicks. It's got good tongues, actually.
Maybe it's brush your tongue. No, sometimes you brush your teeth, you brush your tongue as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just out of decency.
You're not meant to do that all the time?
Well, I don't.
Oh.
I don't until it looks like a sort of carpet in a in a car rental showroom. Car rental place, when it looks like that, it's that sort of olive green carpet you get. Yeah, I think I better brush it now.
You can go too far. I mean, too romantic is weird. I once wrote a girl's name all through an exercise book and sent it to her. I thought it was romantic. It showed devotion and grammatical accuracy.
But too much romance, it can be a bit wet.
So what's the line? What crosses the line for you?
Take somebody out for a meal, great.
Perfect.
Write their name on every page of an exercise book, over the line. So hopefully you're the right side of the line now.
I've zigzagged that
you've got a girlfriend. Good.
I know, and I've learnt not to be romantic. So that's it. Sometimes I'll throw a wet tea bag at her head, just so she knows.
OK, I'll give you a clue. It's something you might invite someone around for?
Cooking a nice meal.
That's the right answer. Yes, the most romantic gesture is cooking someone dinner. I cooked for my girlfriend last night. She said it was the best lasagna she'd ever tasted, which I think means it was the worst apple crumble ever made. Worst thing to happen at a wedding?
Is it saving your brother's life, but then getting run over in the process and then dying in OB's arms?
Because you died at a wedding?
That's exactly what happens, yeah.
So you've been written out of this thing? Is that what's happened? What do they say?
No, they're keeping him in after he's died, Jimmy. he's playing a coffee table for the next 6 years.
I am going back, though. I'm going back to direct it.
Do they direct Hollyoaks? Really? I thought it was just done with CCTV cameras. What would make you cry at a wedding?
Is it when the first song they play is I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For?
I reckon if the bride gets taken off by an eagle, and then the church is getting smaller and smaller, and then,
I'll give you a clue. It would make the bride cry.
The groom was set with a chief bridesmaid.
Correct. That's the right answer.
There we go.
Yes, the worst thing that can happen at a wedding is the groom goes off with a bridesmaid. Of course, the biggest wedding of the year was Wayne and Colleen's. Colleen warned the stag party not to play any pranks on Wayne that would ruin the wedding photos. I'm afraid to say, Colleen, that ship has sailed. Best way to seduce someone?
tether a goat.
What, sorry?
Tether a goat to their fence outside the house. Just leave a goat there. And then well, you leave it there, and then they bring it in, and then a couple of days later, you go, "Oh, did you find my goat?" And they go, "Oh yeah, it's in the garden." And you sit down, you start chatting about the goat, and they become attached to the goat, and then you sort of say, "Well, it's amazing, we've got so much in common." Before you know it. You just lean across there, say, "It's a lovely goat, isn't it?" You just go.
Who's
that to? Who are you doing that to?
To the person you've given
To
the
the
goat
person,
to.
not to the girl.
That's their shoulder. That's their shoulder.
Oh.
What's the matter with you people? I think that might be actual sixth base.
I've always wanted to ask Mel this question. Has any guy, any sleazy guy ever gone, I know what you want, what you really, really want? Do you know what I mean? Like in a disgusting, horrible way?
You know, not so much in that way, but it's probably the thing that is said to me the most.
Speaking of Wannabe, Wannabe was voted the catchiest song of all time ever last week.
Scientifically proven.
Scientifically proved to be the catchiest song in the world.
It won the Ebola Award for music.
Historically, like, being in a band is a great way to get laid, isn't it?
Oh, I imagine, yeah.
But
when you've got songs like Two Become One, ho-ho, it's on.
Yeah. But I kind of messed it up by wearing tracksuits all the time.
Do you have groupies?
The thing is with the Spice Girls, our fans were mostly very young girls or gay guys.
Apparently, insulting girls is meant to be... I've heard, is it called negging?
Will you?
Meant to give a girl, like, a sort of underhand, like, mean comment, and then her confidence is lowered, and then you can pounce or whatever. And someone actually...
Pounce?
Well...
I mean, if you're going to pounce, don't bother dressing it up.
The whole idea behind negging is like if there's a really attractive girl, they believe that they're above you self-esteem wise, so you have to do little like digs, but you have to do it like in a disguised way. Like you go like, oh, that's a nice dress, doesn't go with those shoes though, does it, or whatever. And then, but the thing is, you'll drink as the night goes on, and you just think it's going really well. You just kind of go, you're a fucking twat, aren't you?
Similar to Sean's goat trick, I genuinely wooed my first girlfriend when I was 17. I had a enterprise where I would come to your house and fix your bike if your bike wasn't working, and she phoned me up, brackets, at my parents' house, and I came and I've mostly fixed her bike, but didn't fix all of it, so then I had to come back and fix the rest. And she had an accident in the meantime. We went out for 2 months.
I've been seduced. Well, someone's attempted to seduce me. It was a distinguished elder gentleman. I was a young lad hitchhiking. And, Are
you writing erotic fiction on the show now?
He was chatting away and he said to me, he sort of started to suggest the idea that I might be interested in another aspect of sexuality. And I was sort of going, no, not really, mate, no. And he said to me, surely we should try all the fruits in the garden, Sean. And I said, fuck off, right? But what I wish I'd said was, it's not the fruit I'm worried about, mate, it's the gardener. I didn't think of that till the next day.
Yeah, of course, by that time, you were trussed up in the back of a truck.
Oh, yeah.
John, have you ever chatted anyone up? Have you ever used a line?
No. No, I play the long game. I can cook, I'll clean, I'll beg.
All right,
This is all direct lines I've used in clubs.
If you were trying to seduce Charlotte, let's say, how would you...
I have a girlfriend, Jimmy, and I will not risk that relationship for the sake of one of your little jokes.
So, are you worried that Charlotte may fall in love with you if you... I think you're going to be all right, mate.
All right, then, well, all I will say, Jimmy, is on your head be it. If my life collapses as a result of this...
you're insured against this, don't
you
panic.
to be there to pick up the pieces.
OK, Charlotte, prepare to be seduced.
Here we go.
Oh, it's happening now. OK.
Heard that before as well. What brings you to this, Weatherspoons?
I'm here for a quiet drink with my boyfriend.
That's me. That's me. I'm on either side of you now.
Threesome?
OK, best way to seduce someone, what do you think?
I think it's probably listening, isn't it? Taking an interest.
It's a way to keep somone's attention.
Money, showing them all your money.
Scream.
Okay, look at all the money I've got. Look how much money I've got. Look, I've got more. Look, bring all the money in.
Giving them present, lots of presents.
It's not presents.
Follow them with a scooter. Get a little scooter and just follow it. I like you. I like you.
What was that? Follow them in a scooter?
Just those little kid scooters. So you're not threatening. Like a car, if you follow them in a car, that'd be threatening, creeped out. If you know those little scooters that kids have. I like you. I'm slowing down for you now, so I'm right at the same place. I like you.
Ramesh, what did you think?
Eye contact.
That is the right answer. Yes, the best way to seduce someone is to make eye contact. I have to say, it didn't work for me. All she said was, "What are you doing? Stop touching my eye." What else have the nation been talking about?
Colleen and Wayne Rooney got married.
Yeah.
Did you know that they searched all the guests for mobile phones and cameras when they came in? Nothing to do with the magazine deal, but just the Scouse way of doing things.
If you're watching in Liverpool, buy a TV licence. I was there last weekend. I'm not back for another year. Fuck yes. European City of Culture. I came back, the car was up on books.
I've actually never seen Wayne Rooney speak. Can he speak?
Sort of, yeah.
Because he's got to do the vows and everything, isn't he?
Yeah, he wrote his own vows.
What did he
I'm
say?
joking.
They did do their own vows. They both said what's mine is yours and what's
yours is
yours
mine.
is also mine. And I think Colleen must have been going.
Yeah.
He's only going to get a couple of handbags.
The wedding cost £5 million.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, that was on a Thursday. Imagine how much it would have cost on a Saturday. Saturday, it'd have been 10 at least. Every guest has a little box with a butterfly in it, and at a crucial moment, right, they have to open the box and a butterfly flies out. You see, what a great job for an Italian butterfly collector. We want you to collect... I can't do accents.
No, do it in the accent.
100 butterflies. He goes, "Oh, I love a collect a butterfly." He goes, "What's he for?" It's a Wayne Rooney's wedding. You get 100 butterflies, you put them in a little itty-teeny box. How the hell do you get a butterfly into a box?
Just ask it nicely.
Just go...
That's why it's cost £5 million. They got the food at Iceland.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look and see how many people were talking about Wayne and Colleen getting married. It's the wedding of the year. Yes, Colleen and Wayne have finally tied the knot. Colleen is the face of Asda. Wayne is the face of bags of spanners. On the night of the wedding, there was a £50,000 firework display. Unfortunately, Wayne missed it, as he had to be kept indoors.